Are you superstitious? Do you have any beliefs? Probably yes, because a lot of fans of whatever sport have theirs and put it into practice to help their team. But aside from that, there are curses in basketball that fans can't deal with, especially when it looks more like a charm provoked by some celebrity with curves. Such is the case with Ben Simmons, who, based on his relationship with Kendall Jenner, is accused of being a victim of the curse of the Kardashian. We think it has more to do with unlucky in the game, lucky in love, and vice versa. But anyway, here we just present you the facts. We are not here to give an opinion like the show journalists. Do you want to know how this story ends? Well, stay with us until the end and find out if you too are a victim of this sweet curse. It is seemed that, now that he is out of the NBA playoffs, Ben Simmons has had a lot of time to think about the problem that took him out of focus the most during the last part of the campaign: his relationship with Kendall Jenner. According to reports, Jenner's constant infidelities had negatively affected the performance of Simmons, who was severely diminished in the second round of the playoffs, where he was eliminated by the Toronto Raptors. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers point guard and the supermodel have finally decided to end their relationship, allowing the Australian to get his act together for what will be the next FIBA World Cup. Simmons was not the same during the last part of the campaign, and the social networks pointed to him as the new victim of the Kardashian Curse, after it claimed the career of Lamar Odom and Kris Humphries. Lamar Odom, Kris Humphries, Blake Griffin, and Tristan Thompson have all been victims of the same evil, the Kardashian Curse. After becoming romantically involved with some of the controversial celebrities, their level of play or health tends to suffer a severe blow. However, this does not seem to be the case with Ben Simmons. Every time Kendall goes to a court to see her boyfriend, apparently, the Philadelphia 76ers have a record of 13 wins and only 2 losses. And Simmons seems to make the best of his game when he knows Kendall is watching him from the stands. So he'll surely be looking forward to these playoffs. So far this season, Simmons is leaving spectacular averages of 16.7 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 8 assists per game. But if so, why did NBA fans want Kendall Jenner and Ben Simmons to break up? It's not that we're talking about Darren Roanoke, that delicious character from the film The Love Guru, in which a spiritual guide helped an elite athlete regain his touch after his wife left him for a rival player. But it is true that, in the case of poor Simmons, there is no shortage of colleagues he has to ask to stay away from his beloved. Jenner had been photographed repeatedly with Jordan Clarkson and Blake Griffin, other NBA players with whom she had relationships in the past, as well as the rapper French Montana, former boyfriend of her sister Khloe Kardashian. When it all started, Jenner and Simmons, the guard for the Philadelphia 76ers, were dating for about a year. They are said to have begun their relationship in June of last year, and seem to have become official around July 4th, when they were seen hugging in Khloe Kardashian's Instagram stories. Although the relationship was not officially confirmed until February 2019, when Jenner discussed the relationship during an interview with Ellen DeGeneres. When DeGeneres asked how long they had been seeing each other, Jenner simply responded, "A little while."
But he seems like I don't know him, but he seems sweet by that picture. How long have you been dating him?
For a bit now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The couple met through mutual friends and kept their relationship private and out of the public eye. Jenner told Vogue Australia that she has learned from the public relations her sisters have had, and so she wants to keep her own affairs private. "I'm also very young, and right now I feel that relationships aren't always super safe," Jenner told the magazine. "And I don't want to draw too much attention to something if you don't really know in the long run." The model had been dating the NBA player all along, even though they didn't usually go public. Until one day it ended. A source close to the model told People that they're on a break. The relationship has run its course. She spends her time with friends and is back in fun mode, the source added. The shocking news comes after Jenner talked about her affair in the Vogue Australia article, explaining whether the two have plans to get married or not. "Maybe, definitely not now, but maybe someday," Jenner told Vogue about her plans for marriage. When the news was revealed, Jenner was enjoying a radiant day in Cannes, where she arrived to close the film festival. She was not alone, but with Luca Sabat, a model and influencer who has been seen with the model as they both sunbathed by a swimming pool. Simmons was also seen partying in Atlantic City with a group of friends. So far, neither of them has made any statement about this. The real reason? They say the relationship ended on good terms, the star of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, broke up with the basketball player before the recent Met Gala. But what's the real reason for the end of their romance? Informants say the supermodel ended her relationship with the Philadelphia 76ers star because of her hectic work schedule. Ben and Kendall recently separated before the Met Gala. They're still on good terms and have been in touch. She cares about Ben and always wants to end their relationship on good terms, said the source. She has been cautious about her typical relationships and recently opened up about why in an interview with Vogue Australia. A relationship should only be between two people, and when you make it a global issue is when you start messing with both people mentally. Once you let everyone in, you're letting all these opinions into your relationship, and I don't think that's fair. But wait a minute. We know you're a basketball fan, and you don't have to know the Kardashians. Although it would sound strange that you don't know who they are unless you're an alien. What's a Kardashian? Where did they come from? The most popular searches on Twitter about the Kardashians, California area are, believe it or not, where the Kardashians live. However, it has not always been a multi-million-dollar enterprise. The family was once normal beyond the father, Robert Kardashian, who had been an attorney for O.J. Simpson. It wasn't until earlier, when Kris Jenner, the matriarch of the family, decided she wanted to put the family on a reality TV show. This happened when her daughter, Kim Kardashian, became famous when a scandalous video of her was viralized. But Kris Jenner always seems to have a fix. When her daughter's video went viral, she quickly took action to defend the family name. From then on, Kris Jenner turned every story into good press, and she did it in a very positive way. The publicity surrounding the video gave the Kardashians the focus they wanted to start building a positive brand. Getting their name out there was the first thing. From there, the mother managed to find niches for the family to relate to profitably. But this curse, what's it all about? It is said by the evil tongues that every man who crosses into the life of a Kardashian Jenner will face a curse. The theory emerged on the internet and is supported by a wealth of evidence. The premise is this: if you get romantically involved with a clan member, your life will start to fall apart. It is talked about in professional, personal, and even mental health circles. Kylie Jenner talked about it in a GQ interview, explaining that the circumstances all former clan members have faced have nothing to do with a curse, but rather how difficult fame can be to manage. That's exactly what happens. They arrive and they can't handle it. They're all around us and they're not used to the fame. We read stories and think, oh, people will forget about it in a day. We don't let them get to us. But it's not just men, it's also friends. A lot of people come and go because they don't know how to handle it. That's the negative part of it all, she explained. And, being rational, this is perhaps the most sensible explanation. After all, it doesn't seem hard to get crazy when you live under public scrutiny 24/7, but it sounds more mystical and interesting to say that it's a curse. There is no denying the reality. There is no name that has crossed the life of a Kardashian whose career remains intact. You judge, we list the victims of the Kardashian Curse. Reggie Bush. According to the theory, the first victim of the curse, the football player, kept winning NFL awards until he ended up with Kim Kardashian. They dated for 2 years, and after the romance ended, his performance on the field began to be severely affected. So much so that he became the first running back in history to retire with a negative yardage. Lamar Odom. He started dating Khloe Kardashian in 2009 when his basketball career was at its peak. 3 months later, after they met, they were married. Everything seemed to be going great until Khloe filed for divorce in 2013 after Lamar publicly confessed that he had an addiction problem and had repeatedly been unfaithful to his wife. Since then, everything in his life has gone downhill. In 2015, the former LA Lakers player was in a coma from an overdose, at which point his relationship with the NBA ended. Tyga. The rapper dated Kylie Jenner for 3 years. After his courtship ended, everything started to go bad for him. He was the victim of a robbery and got involved in a scandal for lying about his background. Plus, he hasn't released a new hit since. Scott Disick. The father of Kourtney Kardashian's children has been involved in countless scandals, most of them involved with women and alcohol. The businessman has blamed fame for his problems and even visited a psychic just to confirm that he was the victim of a curse. James Harden. He dated Khloe between 2015 and 2016 in the midst of the whole post-overdose scandal of Lamar Odom. During that year they were together, James's performance on the court was the worst of his entire career, and he blamed Khloe for it. Later, while his career was still in decline, Harden referred to it as the worst year of his life. Tristan Thompson, Khloe's current partner and father of her daughter, has not been spared the curse. In the previous NBA season, he set a new record, 0 points scored in the finals. Commentators said, "The only thing true in his life is the Kardashian curse." The couple remains together, though they've been embroiled in various scandals after Tristan's infidelities came to light. You think this whole Kardashian curse thing is silly and our Ben is safe? Alright, leave us your thoughts down below. And it's okay to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so we'll let you know when we upload a new video. We do this from Monday to Friday. Don't forget to check out some of the videos you see on the screen. Thanks for watching.